Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see which challenges Alaskan bush people faces during their living in wilderness. Let's begin the video. If you're unfamiliar with the show, it follows the Browns, a family of 9, who have given up modern conveniences for good and depend on each other to survive. It offers a rare insight into how a family lives day in and day out in the wilderness, surviving off wild plants and animals and crafting their own shelters. Number 4, how exactly does this family survive? While we've grown accustomed to the modern conveniences of stoves, fridges, air conditioners and showers, the Brown family make do without all that. Instead opting to hunt, gather and forage. Even the shelter that the family use, a single-room hut for all 9 of them, they constructed themselves with the use of forest materials. The same with their poorly constructed Franklin car, which has been passed down from family member to family member, and rebuilt multiple times. For their meals, the men go out to fish and hunt for their protein, and they also manage to find food in the Alaskan forests, such as berries and mushrooms. But for all of the food that they can't find out in the forest, Brown matriarch Amy does in fact go to a shop to buy supplies. She only visits town twice a month at most, however, as the family tries to live as much off the land as they can. Number 3. So they hunt, but how do they keep their food fresh? So now you want to know about the nitty-gritty of off-the-grid survival. As we learn from Alaskan bush people, it is possible to do a few big hunts and maintain the meat for the next few weeks, without it going rotten. How, you ask? Without a fridge. Easy, just to dig a hole. As we all know, the Alaskan wilderness is a frigidly cold place, and the ground becomes so cold and icy that it's possible to use it as an icebox. As for the rest of the food that they consume, they are almost entirely non-perishable items that can be stored in cans without going off for at least a month. Number 2, how do you build a house with only materials you can forage? The short answer here is, you don't. When the Brown family first attempted to build their shelter, they discovered that the trees around them were too small to harvest enough wood for the shelter. Once again they were forced to go into town to obtain the materials they needed. Alaskan bush people did make it seem as though this would be a difficult endeavor, because word on the street is that family has not been accepted well by the townspeople, who don't fully understand what it is that they're trying to do.